Today I will be teaching you a little bit about backbends and showing you my two personal favorite backbending asanas. First, I wanted to give you a brief introduction to the art of backbending. Maybe you've been a long-time yoga practitioner and have always wanted to try and learn some of the more challenging asanas, or maybe you're a newbie to yoga and are just curious as to what it's like to see the world upside down. Either way, you've come to the right place. Backbends generally open up three major areas of the body: the pelvis, the heart, and the throat. Therefore, backbends can open the hips, clear a congested chest, and promote a healthy curve of the neck. Often, our daily habits cause us to collapse in the front of our bodies and push the spine backwards. Backbends bring healthy alignment and mobility to the spine by moving the vertebra forwards. Beyond the physical benefits, there are many psychological benefits of practicing backbends. We are able to challenge the mind through the intense stretching of the body, and thus our fears are brought forward. Through this, we can develop great patience with ourselves and perseverance to stay in the pose even longer. Okay, let's begin. Our first pose is Dhanurasana bow pose. This pose usually pops up towards the end of the class, after the body is super warm and limber. If you would like to cushion your hip bones, you may place a folded blanket under your hips for added comfort. To prepare, we will begin with our bellies down and our legs hips distance apart. Just enjoy that feeling for a moment. Okay. Once you are ready, on an exhale, bend your knees, bringing your heels as close as you can to your buttocks. Reach back with your hands and take hold of the outsides of the ankles, not the tops of your feet. Make sure your knees are still hip-width apart. On your next inhale, lift your torso and thighs off the floor while also drawing your heels away from your buttocks. Once you are here, begin to focus on the breath. You may find that you rock slightly forward and backward on each inhale and exhale. This is my favorite part of this pose. While breathing, draw the shoulders down the back away from the ears and just feel your chest expand. Perhaps visualize the heart chakra, anahata, opening up. You can see the meaning behind the name of this asana pose because the pose looks like an archer's bow. Your legs are the body of the bow, and your arms are the string. Hold and breathe. Once you are ready, on your next exhale, slowly release out of the pose and rest again with your belly on the mat. You can release a big here through the mouth if that feels good to you, and gently rock your hips back and forth. Okay, our last pose is Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow pose. We're going to be flipping our Dhanurasana upside down and seeing the world from a different angle. This is my all-time favorite asana. It really makes you feel like a kid again. Okay, let's roll over and lay supine on our mat. With your feet hip-width apart, on an inhale, bend your knees and draw your heels as close to your sits bones as possible. Now, bend your elbows and spread your palms on the floor right next to your ears, keeping your elbows pointing straight up to the ceiling. Your fingers are pointing towards your shoulders. Take a moment to really feel that all four corners of your feet are firmly rooted into the mat. Okay, on your next inhale, begin to straighten your arms and legs and raise your hips towards the ceiling. Hold and breathe. Now that you are here, bring yourself back to the alignment. Your feet are parallel. Your thighs are parallel to the mat. The quadricep muscles are engaged. Your knees are directly over your heels. Allow your head and neck to release towards the floor. Gaze is over the tip of the nose. Feel your chest broad and expanding. See if you can reach your hips even higher toward the ceiling. Once you are ready to come out of the pose, take it slow. A lot of control is needed to come out of this pose safely. On your next exhale, tuck the chin in towards the chest and begin to bend the elbows and knees. Contract the abdominal muscles and lower the buttocks and torso to the mat. Release your hands from the mat and gently hug the knees in toward the chest, giving your lower back and sacrum a nice massage. When you are ready, begin to straighten the legs, relax, and be proud of the back bending work that you've done today. Namaste.